Shalom, Kol Halal Yahweh Bashem Abishai Bashem Brakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners, and to the Akwath that are listening and learning to you, I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago. All right, and I'd also like to thank those who gave alms and donations. It was much needed and much appreciated. And I'd like to thank you once again. This is an individual going by the title or the name of LDJones, who has been going back and forth with me on a comment board on the video part 1, the scattered and the hidden. And I try to have patience and correct, you know, and I was addressing LDJones as Ak, you know, just assuming that it was a male, and it turns out that it was a woman. And just the madness that, you know, the going back and forth. As a matter of fact, let me just grab a quick scripture, because this woman is so out of pocket. And let me just get to this scripture. This is 1 Timothy 2, and I think I'm going to start at verse 10. Right, and it reads, "But which becometh woman professing godliness with good works." So she's professing to be a godly woman, you know. "Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp the authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and in charity and holiness and sobriety." LDJones, sister, no man is going to choose you to bear his children that you may be saved in childbearing with this sort of attitude that you have. All right. Or the Lord won't set you up with a man for you to bear his children, for you to be saved. All right. You're going to end up becoming a victim of, let's go to 2nd Ezra. I think it's 9 and 12. Or is it 12 and 9? Let's see. Right. 2nd Ezra 9 and 12. "The same must know it after death by pain." So you're going to get that death by pain if you don't humble down and put in all these. Okay, let's read some of the madness that she said. It says, this first one is it's like a book. If I click on it, it's going to open it fully up. So I'm just going to go to a second comment. And here's someone trying to correct her as well. You know, there's a couple people that joined in on the battle. Let me see. It says, this is from 144, the elect of the Most High. It says, "The seal book of Mormon. I've been trying to get that book for a while." Okay. This one just came in 23 minutes ago. Amazon is talking about they don't sell the book no more. When Amazon stops selling the book, it means that book is the real deal. So it seems like this 144 elect is also rooting for LDJones in this Book of Mormon, because she's trying to say that the Book of Mormon is the one that they have, it was hijacked by Esau, and that it's really our book, and Esau lied about it. I just basically gave her Isaiah 34 and 16. Let's get it. And she mocked at it. And hopefully I'll get to find that comment. But she made the statement that you one scripture, you're a one-trick pony with one scripture. All right. But let's see what that scripture says. All right. Yeah, we'll see if I'm a one-trick pony when that 2nd Ezra 9 and 12 is on your ass. But let's go to Isaiah 34 and 16. And it reads, "Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read, No one of these shall fail, none of her shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. So there's no other book to mate with the Bible. And this whole conversation, if I'm not mistaken, started over about discrediting the Talmud or the Talmud. All right. That, you know, and that's, I believe that I made the statement about that. And that's what started this conversation, if I'm not mistaken. But nevertheless, they're trying to it seems that they're trying to justify these books. LDJones then responds, the King James Bible mentions the book of Jasher. Is it false too? Yeah, and it's like, and I'm trying to explain to her, you know, and we've explained so many times that the book of Jasher that's floating around in circulation is not the book of Jasher or Yasher, however you want to say it, that's mentioned in the scriptures. It's not the same book. All right. And the way you know that is through the prophecies, man. All right. If it doesn't line up with what was written in the 1611 King James, the Lord gave us all we needed. What you need to worry about is why Esau Edom removed the Apocrypha out of the Bible when it was in the 1611 all along, and all of a sudden they decided to remove it. That's what anytime they remove or revise something. All right. The Book of Mormon, it doesn't have any prophecies in it at all. As a matter of fact, the ones that it had in it were false. It admitted that the so-called natives in America were Israelites, but it referred to them as the tribe of Dan. It was calling them Danites, which is a lie. All right, they're the Gadites. And Dan, matter of fact, it may have even been in this video that I'm pretty sure I mentioned Dan. Dan is not written in the book of life. All right. When you go to Revelation, the 12th chapter, and it gives you the breakdown of the 12 tribes, Dan is not mentioned. So therefore, through extrapolation, knowing that the Lord won't go back on his word, Dan has to be, and it will be mixed in with the rest of the tribes. All right. But there is no specific tribe of Dan anymore. You have to understand that Ephraim and Manasseh, stood in that lot to form the 12 again. All right, there it is, man. The sons of Joseph. But here's it says, and then it says, book of Yasher, Joshua 10 and 13. The sun stood still and the moon stayed until the people had avenged themselves upon the enemies. Is it not written in the book of Jasher? So the sun's still in the midst. Just because they put information from the Bible in there, that's how they legitify themselves. Look at the imposter Jewish people. They cleave unto the Bible, but their number one book of worship is the Talmud. They'll use the Bible to try to reinforce the lie that they're the people of the Lord, but they're not the people of the Lord. Just because someone quotes scripture don't mean in their book doesn't mean that their book is legitimate. Now, if someone wrote a book quoting the Bible but saying the Bible is the source of their belief and their guidance, then okay. But if they're writing a whole nother book, and trying to pass it off to be the equal to the Bible, no. All right. What is this? This one says, also not sure if you're aware of the Book of Mormon, which Joseph Smith, who was whited out, accounts all the information in the Book of Mormon. The book backs up the truth. We were lied to about the Book of Mormon. They stole our, no, this is the comment. They stole our books after we were taken into captivity, and the religion named themselves after the place of Mormon, which Mormon was a black Israelite. See, and the term that you use in black Israelite, it just, see, this could be a Edomite, this could be a Edomite agent or just the agent of Esau in general, trying to because Israelites don't refer to themselves as black. Only the very unlearned and foolish ones do that. All right. That's like calling yourself black, or white. You're saying it twice. So Israelites were a people of color, period. You don't need to put black before it. All right. And if you understood that the word black and what it meant and what it does and the damage that it does, you would definitely know not to use that word. That's a key word for Esau Edom, to demonize, man, to drag your name through the mud by placing that false title so he can control the narrative. He placed that name upon you by force. which is also written in the scriptures in the Holy Bible. I don't know about the Book of Mormon. All right. But it says, which the Mormon was a black Israelite who you will be floored. They hid from us, whited out the book, and thought we would never read it because the racism of Mormons. All right. Then she tries to say Moor means black and Mon means man. Joseph Smith, the Mormon, were Israelites. Black were whited out. It's just, man, a bunch of madness, man. And then Shalom with it. Oh, look, that's how you. Hey, look, I don't use that word. All right, I say Shalom because there is no vowels in Hebrew, so I purposely don't say that word. All right, I don't use the Yiddish. All right, and then you got Hurricane Harrington saying all praises to the Most High. I heard that. To the tribe of Judah, stand up, Shalom. And these people, yeah, this might even be a group of scoffers. All right. Shalom, brothers. I wanted to know that what movie clip was that from? Oh, okay. That's just someone asking a question. That was from the clip that was used in this particular video was from it was from the that scene in American Gods, I believe it was called. It was from that scene. All right. Yeah, it was on Stars, American Gods. There you go. All right. And then I just said, look, the Book of Mormon is the book of morons, full of lies. It literally states that the Native Americans are Danites. Well, yeah, there you go. And then this is when she gets mad. And then someone came at her too. It says LDJones, leave that damn Book of Mormon alone. The book is BS, uses very sources that Ronald Sanders used from scholars before him to legitimize their BS religion. If you actually research the satanic religion, you would see that the very people they believe were Israelites, the indigenous people from North and South America, Caribbean islands, the Northern Kingdom, you see the Esau's true nature on them enslaving and murdering them. That's right. That's right. And there were many massacres by the Mormons against Gad and Issachar, especially in Utah. There's even one massacre. See, now I may have to look into this history. There's even one massacre that they pinned against Gad, saying that they did it when it was actually them. Well, we know they did that all the time. I mean, the Boston Tea Party is a perfect example of that. Stop thinking of that BS book is legit. It's not. They used the findings by the scholars that they found the Northern Kingdom to give their satanic book validity. So, well, there you go. And so then I put Isaiah 34:16, and then she comes back. Malcolm of the book of Jasher is mentioned, and she keeps deflecting and trying to get around the point, man. So, enough of that. You can kind of see what was going on. You can go and read the comments on the comment board of this video if you like, and if you brothers want to sharpen your sword and correct this clown. Go right ahead and be so. But then it's a little bit further down where she says, you keep calling me bro and I'm a woman and you lack understanding and you lack, comprehension and all this, then she goes on to try to insult me. So, you know what, let's since you want to throw insults, let's throw some truth. This is Sirach 26 and 25. And it reads, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. So, hey, you don't see the shamefaced sisters here. The humble sisters is trying to learn with doing this sort of thing. But this woman here, well, hey, what's a female dog? All right, go look it up. All right, this is Job 39 and 17. And it reads, because God have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. See, you clearly have no understanding. You out of place. And what you're doing, the people that are listening to you're subverting households. Because what are we trying to do? We're trying to build the house of David. We're trying to build up the elect, man. And you're trying to tear that house down, man. This is, let's go, man, back to, a lot of scriptures in Sirach today. Let's go to Sirach 3 and 9. And it reads, the blessings of the father establish the house of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. So here you are trying to tear down the foundations that the men of the Lord are building up, man. That's what you're doing. All right. That's what you're doing. Then I have to read this one. I remember this one. It says, if all books are false, this is when she lies and puts words and because I said all other books are false. All right. So she said, if all books are false, what did they mean when he said to Daniel, the books are sealed? Shut up the words and seal the book. And I'm like, oh my God, how stupid can you get? This is why you know wisdom was not departed on her. That was referring to the books of the Bible. Hey, look, the Bible is one book and yet it's many books. The books were sealed. There was no understanding. No one understood the prophecies until the latter days came, man, until that understanding was given back, until the seals were loosed. Moron. Look, woman, just damn. I swear, man. Can't talk with your mouth full, if you know what I'm saying. That's what you need to be doing. Here, this is Sirach 25. I'm going to start at verse 23. All right. And it reads, the wicked woman abateth the courage and maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. Oh, Lord, ain't that the truth? And a woman will not comfort her husband in distress, make of weak and feeble knees. All right. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. And LDJones, you're coming in that spirit of Eve, man. That you're being a help unto Esau, not a help unto your people at all. You're not. You're being a help unto our enemies and not to us as a people at all. All right. This is I'm gonna end it with this one. This is Proverbs. Proverbs 14:1, and it reads, every wise woman buildeth her house. All right, so the wise women support this ministry. They support the men of the Lord, those who have men that are in the camps and in the truth and doing the work. They support their husbands, or they should. You know, if they're not, then the Lord gonna root them out and give them one of these other sisters who are willing and ready to support. All right. But it says, every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. And that's what you're doing, Miss LDJones. You're plucking down the house. All right. If you are even a woman, you might even be an agent. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, going honor unto Yahweh Ba'Shem, Abishai, Ba'Shem, Rakak, Wadash, Wa Abba, Babal, Shalom.